Bom, 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 bom. Welcome. Started a bit 30 minutes late, but here I am. Here I am. I was just watching the reviews of Aliens Fireteam, just some further reviews, just to concrete my decision of not to get it. You know, it's great. It looks good, but full of game is slightly buggy, and obviously it's very linear. So yeah, hope everyone's well. I'm just going to post in a few channels, and I'll talk about more about the Aliens Fireteam stuff in a bit. Yeah, I was looking forward to it, but I was like, what's going on here? What's this? All around the table. Interesting. Well, what's my post I do here? Creative. Here we go. Almost lost where I was posting. There we go. Haha. Okay, I post on Twitter as well. Oh, just lost them. There we go. Let's that bad boy. And where's the plastered thing? Keep losing those windows. Tabbing everywhere. Oi. Okay, I think that's posted everywhere now. I think I'm ready to start. It's a little reference for the Squirtle. Start my recording as well. So I need to find a nice reference for this particular piece as well. I need to like see what I can use for that. Let's do Squirtle. So there was a Squirtle in the film of it, apparently. Yeah, there was a Squirtle in the film, but let's see what I can use. Maybe some warms, maybe some warm values. Might still use the purple stuff, that'd be good. Okay. Bear with me, I'm just going to set up the... Oh, just to close the my Twitch channel, there we go. Pause that. Right. I think we're ready. I think we posted it everywhere we need to post. It's all good. All good. And let's begin. Oh, actually, before I start record, I need to start my recording of this piece. So the idea of this was to do it squirting water out of its mouth, and the mouth was a bit concerning. But let's paint it out, and we can probably find something that can work with it. But let me see what let me get some color references in, because I want to get some color palette references. I think that'll be important for this particular Pokemon, because if you get the colors right, everything falls in place. Everything falls in place when you get the colours into it. And I was looking at a minute ago. There we go. So people have done some really nice ones, but I think what can work with blue. See, yellow could work as well, like a warm, a warm kind of value. Maybe you can combine it with 3 colours. Let's move up here. Whoops. It's along the lines of orange and yellow. Or red, or green and purple and blue. Oh my goodness, there's some really scary ones of Squirtle, which I'm not gonna use that as a reference. Oh gee, that's bad. Oh my god, looks like a scary turtle. Beady eyes. Okay, right. Let's see, blue on green. I think I have to use the, oops, that choice there. Let me just see how this would look with my paint test. So I picked this kind of blue, those lines there, and combine that with, yeah, that could potentially work, right? Yeah, blue and various values of grey added in there as well. I added some grey there just to wash it down a bit, but then have this kind of, you know, colour, and then this other colour value here, which is the background, could be the background. Yeah, that could work. So along those lines. Let's see what else we can use. Maybe a beach shot. Beach. I think on a beach is a very good shot as well. Let's say beach. Yeah, beach shot could also work. I want it to be retro-y, so I guess. How could a beach shot look? So look. Oh. You have the really dark blue sky. You have the green plantations on the side, maybe. Yeah, it might get lost. It might get lost in this piece. So yeah, you know what? Let's go with the yellow or the warm background. So let's bring up the eraser tool again, because I've kind of there we go. Yeah, let's work with this. Well, smiley face there. Right. Record starts in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Away we go. So, I think the idea was to set the background to. It's kind of like a desaturated brown, but let's see what happens. There we go. So I haven't really thought this far ahead yet, so I'll just see what happens. I mean, I guess this could be a sky. Let's try the sky look as well again. Goes a bit darker as it goes up into the air. Like so. We're going to have the floral green in the middle. Like so. Like that. See how it works, see how it styles it up a bit. Put darkness, do shadows in there as well, just to really work in the values and colour. And then we have the foreground. We can like so. Actually, we can occupy his shadow, but we won't do that yet. We won't do that yet. We're going to try and just get everything in place first, and then we can look at everything else in a minute. There we go. Yeah. So a bit of a shadow here and there, just a little shadow. So we can probably bump this up just a little tad bit lighter. There we go. So we adds a bit of depth, you know, to this side that we're foreground, background. So this can be, we can just knock it just a tad bit back. There we go. What about distance? And this can be practically almost blue up here, like so. Yeah, blue, light blue, and it gets lighter and lighter, almost to white. But that's what we're talking about, really pale white, just down below, just along the bottom, like so. What's this? Oh, let's call it trees. Call it trees. Foliage. Call it foliage. But whatever works. Whatever works. I forgot to have the chat up there. Yeah. Okay. So that's done. How's it going, Zach? Zek? There you go. Coffee, good. Coffee's good. I'm just going to switch to restream on my laptop so I can keep an eye on chat. That should load up. I'm not sure why it's done that. Just do a screen refresh. So 5 minutes we've managed to get this all down. This kind of visual of the background. So from that we can now start working on the foreground, which is the character. Let's remove some of the elements. Let's remove the let's remove the background. So this is the force line. Call it force line. We'll call that the splash attack, splash beam or something, whatever you want to call it. That's the pose. That's the squirtle line. So let's go to line. Let me just move the chat to the side a bit so I can see everything else. There we go. Cool. So first things first, we're going to start blocking in the Squirtle itself. So let's look at their reference, what they look like. It's a very, very pale blue, like almost like a sky blue, but yeah, it's going to be some of those lines. I think it's very pale, but I imagine we're going to be getting a lot of reflection from the floor and stuff as well. So I mean, on the thing on the ref, it's slightly actually that's a good color there. That's a good color. It's kind of like a bluish kind of green, cyany. There you go. Mellowed it down just a bit. Just added a bit of grey to it. Just a little bit of saturation. So I'm keeping that just for certain areas, but I want to keep the rest of it that colour. And I'm using 100% opacity. 100% opacity to ensure it all looks, it all looks as is. Filling the whole thing up. Filling the whole thing up in one colour so I can get the initial shape. That's what you want. You want an initial shape. In fact, I'm just gonna knock the opacity down so you can see the whole Pokemon itself, and I'm gonna just gracefully. Oh, I was putting the wrong layer there. There we go. Let's do it again. Let's try that again. There we go. Opacity there. Back on the base. We're back on the base now. We'll just fill in the gaps here. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. So the tail part I'm going to leave last. I'll leave that last because we want to keep that separate. Keep things on a separate layer, so we can focus on that differently from the main. Sometimes it's good to plan ahead and split things up, so it makes it easier to work on. Yeah, separation is the key to getting things done. There we go. So this bottom part here, we can probably use the other layer. Just fill that round out. There we go. I think I might need to move the base, need to move it down further, I think, just so it's the surface is right, because I've kind of just done it on a whim here. So can move this down a bit. There we go. So that's better. That's a bit better. Fill this up. There we go. So gonna move that up there. There we go. Knock this up a bit more. There we go. So, there we go. Pick that up. Might change the background again actually, because I want it to be more perspective based. So let me see if I can get that. So the force line like that, which was a bit of a red herring, so to speak. So I think that along those lines rather than the curve. I think the curve is what's making it a bit wishy-washy. So I might just bring this all down. Like so. And then bring this down as well. There we go. Excuse me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. So cleaned it up a bit. That looks better, doesn't it? More level. On level. Sweet. Nice. So I've got my little thumbnail on this side here as well, showing me on my screen. That's how it looks overall. That's useful. That's useful to tell me exactly what needs to be applied. So next phase. So we have the there's a tail there. There we go. There's a tail. For a moment I thought I lost the tail there. This goes up one. What is this? Oh, that's the base. That can go away. Right. So call that base tail. Base body. Excuse me. Drinking the coffee has given me some hiccups. So I'm just basically blocking in the shapes of our Squirtle. Increase the value each time we, deal with the lighting. Lighting's come from the top down to the bottom, so there might be some sort of bounce light coming from underneath. So again, this will be like so. So there'll have to be like a terminator here, right? Really subtle terminator. Like so. Has to be really subtle. Then you have the shadow from the neck coming down as well. So this is going to be a bit of a blue, greenish kind of value happening here. There we go. Just going to knock it down. There we go. Green. And then it just goes into like a green shadow. There we go. Like so. So that's 100%. Okay, that's that. And then to the back of the shell, which looks a bit orange, but maybe we can make it a bit brown. There we go. Just that on a different layer. We'll probably put that on a different layer, I think. And keep the shell and stuff separate from each other, because that way we can work with it. And the other part is kind of like a white, but I'm not going to make it white on this one. I'm going to try and make it a bit sort of different value. This kind of outer rim is. Oh, what's going on there? It's not really. There we go. Some areas weren't being filled in properly there by the mask. There we go. So I'm just basically cleaning up, applying these into place, so that way when it's in, I have to mess with it. All right. So that's probably going to be a bit grey. Yeah, maybe 50%. That one is 50% grab here. Just there we go. Really subtle. There we go. Oh, kind of grabbed it by accident there. There we go. Yeah. And then you have this upper side. Just gonna add a bit more light to it. Yeah. Cool. So the shell part now. Same thing really. Because the sky is kind of blue, we can probably use the values of the sky. It's the just the subtle changes here. There we go. Like so. And we could probably knock it down even more. Little shapes and stuff. Yeah. It's looking kind of like almost like it. Again, we can bump up the just a little bits of lighting here just to give it that sense of liveliness. Oh. But we don't want to make it too like we're trying to get that gritty shell effect. Okay. So I'll clean up the arms here. Just want to make sure the arm is not affected by the shell. It's looking good. Let's clean the shell up as well, the side shell here. Yep. So now we have these things done. We can probably hide that now. We can work on the body now. This will be on the base, so right at the bottom. So this will sit on top of everything else, which is good. In fact, I can probably delete that as well from there. I'm going to add our own shadow under that, so there we go. Right. So we declared the lighting should come from towards this, so there's a whole section. So what we can do is get some of that. Let's find a nice value here from the side and start working that in, just like a nice ball shape. That's the best way to do it. So like so, there we go. A bit more. Looks nice that way. And under the tail, tail base tail. Talking about it again. There is going to be bounce lights, so we have to take that into account. But for now, we'll do that shortly. But for now, we just want to fill this all in and get familiar with this kind of. Get familiar with the lighting. We want to make sure. We want to try and lay down the rules of this is where the lighting's coming from. So. So this will be probably covered up. In fact, this could be all covered up actually. So it makes it look more dynamic, right? So knock the shadows a bit dark, knock it down a bit more. We want to try and tap into this kind of shadow that we've committed to here. So next level now. We're adding a terminator here. In fact, it could be this kind of effect. So this part here could be where the shadows can really kick in, because it's got like a beak kind of shape here going on here, so we need to keep that in mind. Oh, should put that back in. There we go. Yeah. In fact, lighting on the top might not be as sharp as I've done there with the Terminator, so that might not be the case. Let me just double check. Yeah, yeah. So, oh. Copy this across to our refy ref. There we go. Yeah. Probably had some. Let me see. Had some purple in there. Just a really subtle purple. What would happen? I could look. Yeah, I don't know. See, I like to add a bit of value, just different values in it, just to give it some kick. But it might not work. But it will never work. Doesn't hurt to try. So I'm in some white now. So 50% again. Knock it up again. There we go. I'm gonna try and make this end his head like lit up like a light outline there. See, bounce on nose as well. Yeah. So I'm adding a bit more stronger shadows in the areas where light never hits, but I can add a bit of bounce as well. There's going to be a bit of bounce happening, so we're going to try and show that here as well. There we go. So we add in some bounce back into this form, you see. Like so. So it's not just complete, you know, hard shadow, right? It's actual bounce. Actual bounce. A bit more light on this part. But we're going to make sure the light's more brighter on this side so it comes forward. I want to try and show that this is front and this is at the back, so we don't want to be making this too prominent. There we go. Can knock it back a bit, but there we go. Like so. But then this can be a bit brighter because we want to put it at the front, see, because his arms at the front. Yeah. So 50% again. I'm going to knock this back to 100% again. Continue painting here. Also got the eyes as well, but that's we can just do another new layer on that. Eyes. I'm gonna make this white for a second. Because I may change them again. Oh. Scale just went funny there. Funny scaling. Okay. So let's look at the eyes for a second. The reference I see is the eyes are yellow, but they're more red. or brown. Let me see. Let's check the proper official reference. They are kind of red and brownish. Let me just see. Eyes. Purplish reddish eyes. And slightly, yeah. Purplish reddish. That's what they say. Purplish reddish. So. Let me see what most other places have done it. They could make it more burgundy. So, excuse me, it could be a bit more. That's that there. Oh, let's close off again. Yeah, a bit more. Oh. What's this? Let's lay there. Let's lay there. Okay, a bit more. More burgundy. Again, we're not committed to this yet. We're just still change. Yeah. We can still change this. It's all we're just marking down what we think is necessary on this piece. So this is the mouth part we did with, which was kind of a weird one. Ruffle, how's it going? How are you today? Need to think about how to do the mouth on this one in terms of going good. Just checking on me. Oh, well, that's very kind of you. Very kind of you. Yeah. All is well. All is well. Just working on this next Pokemon piece for fun. You know, just nice and relaxing. It's Wednesday. All is well. All is well. No reflection there. Yeah. Not much is happening. I should be sitting back in my chair. Let's keep leaning forward. Having a pretty chill day. Had an absolutely smashing interview. Oh, this sounds very good. So this is for the job. This is for a job, yes, or is it for a? Hopefully you'll get the yeah, nice. Hopefully you'll get the call saying, yeah, we want you, we want to hire you. Yeah, if you get it, it's all fun and games after that. It's all it's like, yeah. Here's to hoping you get it. Here's to hoping you get the job. You deserve it. And then I'll have to come back and demand a commission or so. Oh, you're too kind. Yeah. What sort of job is it? I think you might have told me this, or I'm not sure. Forgive me if I've forgotten. I always tend to forget. A lot of conversations when people told me in stream. Is it a specialty junior accountant position? Oh, it sounds big. It sounds like a big job. Loads of money. Oh. Oh, Kexi. Wow. Raid of 16. Wow. Wow. Look at all these lovely people. How was your... oh, it was a cupcake raid. Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh. I'll drink to that. Yeah. Oh, how was your... is it Death by Daylight? I forgot the name of that game. Dead by Daylight. Sorry. Forgotten the name of that title. How's that? How's that session? It's been a while since you've last stumbled upon my session. Oh, it was Cyberpunk tonight. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. That's a new twist there. How's Cyberpunk? A fair few people have told me if I should play that game. It's kind of a game that requires a bit of commitment, a lot of commitment, because it's a relatively big game. Do it. Well, I've gone back to playing 7 Days to Die. I don't know if you heard of that game. It's a lot of smashing zombies about. Speedy Phantom. Oh, thank you for the little cheeky follow there. Ooh. You don't notice time fly by? Yeah. Time does fly by when in those games, but I've been playing 7 Days to Die. I played the there's a mod for it you can get called Darkness Falls. Smashed hours into that. Oh, I can't pronounce your name. Orsozio. Cheers for the follow there. No potato chips on this way. Yeah. Darkness Falls. Yes, it's like it turns 7 Days to Die into Skyrim, but with zombies. It's fantastic. If you ever need to play like a Skyrim kind of game with zombies, 7 Days to Die with that is phenomenal. Great game to play with people. I've been playing it since during the summer really, and yeah, it's a great game. The nice thing about 7 Days to Die, if you've never heard of it, it's a procedurally generated game. So when you make a server for the first time, whatever you type in, it generates the world. So no server you ever play on is ever the same. It's fantastic. And it's got like instances as well, like little instances. So when you get a mission to do, like clear out a house or factory, the factory resets just for your mission, so everyone else can help you and jump in on with you. So but in a nutshell, it's Minecraft with loads of zombies, but more detailed, very detailed. Yeah, you should give it a try. I would say if money's an issue, I would say wait until it's on sale. I bought the game when it was on sale for like $7. So it's pretty good game. So yeah, so right now I've been playing the vanilla version of 7 Days to Die because you can, I thought I'd give it a go. I've been playing it with some other people. We've got like a private server set up, so I just want to see what it's like. What the original vanilla game is like, and obviously it's a lot easier than Darkness Falls, which is the mod, but the gameplay is slightly different because it's not the same, and there's plenty of mods out there. There's some really interesting mods which change the rule set of the game, of the base game, so yeah, worthy of a try. Yeah, this summer has been like a stretch of zombie stuff because I've been playing Left 4 Dead 2 again, and then before that I played some Back 4 Blood. I don't know if any of you peeps on there played the beta of that. Never gone 7 Days to Die. It's a love or hate kind of game, Kexi. It's like I've tried to introduce that game to some people, and it's slow. It's yeah. It's not a fast-paced game. The reason why I like it is I like sneaking around doing sneaky things and building things and crafting things. But it's clearly if you like fast-paced, bit more energy, 7 Days is probably not the game you'd want to play. Never got around to getting the beta. Yeah. It was a very big demo. We're talking like 20 gigs for one campaign, which was still pretty big. That's pretty big for a single campaign. It was all right. I mean, there are some flaws in it. There are some flaws which, from a replayability point of view, because it's not, it's you know, it will never be Left 4 Dead by Valve, because Valve know their stuff, right? They know their stuff. Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But I think if you're trying to, I think the flaws. I guess what I mean is the flaws being, if it's in relation to the original Left 4 Dead, there are some things which the original Left 4 Dead does really well. But yeah, it's Back 4 Blood doesn't really do. Love to meet you. Oh yeah, no worries, man. No, have a good rest, good sleep, because it's pretty late. It's 10:47 p.m. here, so it's pretty late for some people. Yeah, I do my streams pretty late. I get stuck in food coma. Yeah. So yeah, Back 4 Blood. Yeah, it doesn't have like tanks, but the beta didn't have a tank, and everything's predictable. There's a lot of predictable areas in the game, scripted. But it's early days. If they fix that in the final release, I'll take it all back then. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the final game has to offer. But I found the playing the demo. Some areas were mostly predictable. You know what's coming up, and you can breeze through it. I didn't get to play on the hardest difficulty though, because the people I was playing with, they were not really cut out for difficult missions, if you know what I mean. Yeah, no, of course. If they put enough work, yeah, totally. This is why the beta is always like, there's things. It's first impressions of the beta, but if there's fixable things, good on them. If they fix it, it should be a decent addition to the Left 4 Dead kind of series. But yeah, it's not quite Left. I mean, the other thing that's missing from it is teamwork. The game doesn't encourage teamwork. You can breeze through it. You can breeze through the game with on your own. Didn't they already release it? It's not out yet. No, I think it's another few weeks. I think. Let me check. I don't think it's out yet. Let me pause the recording for a second. Let me check. Back 4 Blood. Release date 12th of October. 12th of October is when it's coming out. But yeah, because like in Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, you had this kind of thing. If you ran off ahead, you get done in by a special zombie, Smoker or someone. They'll grab you, and then you need a teammate to set you free. Otherwise, you're pretty much dead. The Back 4 Blood on a demo, I did play with some randoms a few times, and some of them would run off ahead. One or two of them would just run off ahead on their own and grab all the best items from the boxes and stuff. They weren't playing together. Interesting, but obviously, rule of thumb is never play randoms. But I just wanted to see for myself. Excuse me, what this kind of game had when it comes to dealing with random players, because there's some good multiplayer games out there, co-op games, which encourage teamwork. I don't know if you guys have played Deep Rock Galactic. That is an amazing team-based game. Yeah, exactly. If you played Deep Rock Galactic, that has some nice teamwork in there. I mean, even though you could work on your own, but it's never a good idea on high difficulties. It's always good to work together, because each class has a different kind of synergy between the other players, and it's a nice feeling as well of camaraderie. So it's games which encourage teamwork are the good ones, I think. Because it prevents people from getting angry at each other, right? Because a lot of people get really high, get flamed up, and that's when it leads to toxic players. People that expect you to play really good. But if you're a casual player, and you can get some really angry players raging on you. It's like, what are you doing? That's not how you play the class. I'm more of a lone wolf myself, but I just depend on the game. Yeah, no, that's understandable. If you if you like playing on your own as a lone player, that's understandable. But like there are certain games out there which you know encourages teamwork. You know, you've got to work together to overcome the odds, and I think that's a good feeling, because if games encourage that, then there's less chance of people, you know, having to go at each other, blaming each other. But that's the same. Most games that try to do it, there's always going to be one or two bad eggs, which will always become grumpy and give you the hoo-ha and like, that's not how you play the game. Do this, do that. Naughty. So I'm rambling on about sessions. I've come across, like, I've played a few sessions with randoms where angry players have go at other players for not playing properly. And yeah, I used to be like that in certain games, especially when you have like you're doing runs and stuff which require full-on teamwork, and players don't really players which don't do what they're meant to be doing. All right, take it easy, Speedy Phantom, and thanks for the cheeky follow. I think it was from you, wasn't it? Yeah, it was from you. Trying to keep up with everything here. Yeah, Speedy Phantom. Yeah, it was. Yeah, cheers for the follow. Kexi, just you, Kexi. Have you bought some Aliens Fireteam? Aliens Elite Fireteam. That's another kind of Left 4 Dead kind of game, isn't it? I've been looking at that. I've been watching the reviews on that. I was tempted. I'm so tempted to get that game because it's an Aliens game. But then the reviews say it's like, oh, it's half. For £40. You're only getting 4 maps. It looks good, yeah. It looks good. But see, I look at all these things. You know, like, is it like how many levels is it? How much replayability is it? You know, last thing you want to do is play the same maps again to grind. There has to be something there to keep you coming back for more. You know, like more. It's not sold me. It's not sold me. £40 is a. I'd expect a bit more. If it was £60, I'd be like, well, I'd say no thanks, but no thanks. I mean, £60 is getting to a point where it's not as an instant. So it's a freelance artist instant cost benefit breakdown. Yeah, no. Well, you have to think of when you buy a game, you have to think about the cost. How much is it? The cost of the game, and what you gain for the cost. You know, so if you buy if you're spending $10 for a burger, you expect that burger to be the best burger ever, right? You want to have a juicy burger. You want to have the bacon. You make sure it's got bacon in it. You want to make sure it's got some nice relish. You know, lettuce, onions, all these nice little things in it. If you're paying $10 and you just get a miserable burger with nothing in it, yeah, you'd be like, I think you'd be a bit upset. You'd be thinking, wait a minute, this is like an unsatisfying burger for $10. Yeah. So like we have to weigh the costs. We have to weigh the costs of what you're getting, and the thing about the thing about video games is that when you buy something and you're not happy with it, you can't really you can leave a review on it, but that's the best you can do, really, isn't it? Let others know that it's terrible if it's good. But in today's society, we live in a world where video games are not really complete. You're getting a half-baked game, or you're getting a half of it. So right now, I think you get 4 maps, 4 missions which span across four campaigns, which are 9 missions, and you get a horde map, and that's it, a horde mode. And there's gonna be more DLCs coming in November, which might, I don't know what it is. Apparently, I haven't looked that far in, but that's as much as I know. So, yeah, £40, yeah, 2 hours. Steam still has a 2 hour play policy where you can get free. That's a pretty good. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. So at the same time, I looked up the single player side as well, and the single player side for that, the AI sucks. So playing on your own is probably a not a good thing to do because the bots are useless. So definitely a game to play with people you know, and obviously if you don't know anyone that has the game, then you're gonna be playing on your own, playing your own little shelf. But yeah, the only reason I'm keen, I've been drawn to it is because I'm an alien. I love Aliens. I love the film Aliens. Scared the hell out of me when I was younger. When I first watched Aliens, it scared the hell out of me, and since then I loved it. You fall in love with a film that scares the poop out of you. That's how I discovered it. There's a history behind that. It came out on TV. I told my parents before they were going to bed, and I said to them, "Don't worry, it's gonna be a fun action film." I didn't know what Aliens was about. All I know, it looked like an action film. I didn't realize it was a horror action film. So, yeah, it really terrified me, traumatizing on a traumatizing level. That's how scary it was. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, there's stuff in that film which I didn't understand, and it freaked me out even more because I'm not sure what was going on. But now, obviously, now I understand the film properly. Now I can appreciate it. But back then, I had no idea what was going on, and it freaked me out. I couldn't tell what the face huggers, the warrior aliens, Bishop. Bishop was the worst one because Bishop's the android, and there's a scene near the end where he gets sliced in half, and I thought I didn't know he was an android. I didn't know he was a robot, so I thought his guts were really made of white. So I'd spew out milk every time I drink milk. I'd spew it back out. Yeah, I was like, mind you, I was like 8 years old, 8 or 9 years old. So I was freaked out. I was totally freaked out. But yeah. See, it's funny. Yeah. I didn't find it funny. I was like, oh. Every time I ate cereal in the morning, I'd feel ill, thinking like, oh no, my guts have gone white. Oh no. So yeah, that's my story of how I discovered Aliens. But it made me grow to appreciate the film so much to the point I love it. I love Aliens. It's a franchise that it's great. It's great. That's why I always when I hear an Aliens game coming up, I always get startled. Oh yeah, really? Aliens game? Okay, you have my attention now. Let's hear about this. Let's see what this game's about. It better be good. Yes, it's £40. Yeah, so Steam has a weird way of charging for costs, right? So $40 in the US, £40 in the UK. It's weird. I mean, so if I bought it from the US for $40, it means I'd be saving some money because 40 pounds in US dollars is probably nothing, right? Almost like we're talking like 35 maybe ish, maybe, or 36 pounds or so along those lines. But yeah, the pricing structure, how Steam does it, is sneaky. Yeah, 30 pounds. So there you go. So it's a weird. I think it's to do with exchange rates. I think just to keep it fair or something. It's crazy. Buy the special. Yeah, if I only buy the, yeah, that'll be the day. Switch regions get discount. Yeah, yeah, I should. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. But I think Steam checks where you're connecting from. I think I could be very much wrong. I've not actually seen how it all works, but it's fine. It's fine. It's again, it's like I still wouldn't pay that much for a game if it goes on sale. If it's like 25% off, or maybe if it's like 40% off, then I will consider it. But again, in this current stage, I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's one of those games where I would love to have it, but at the same time, I probably would not be happy with it if I knew I paid that much for it. I expect a bit more from such a game. This is why I like Alien Isolation. I always say if you don't own Alien Isolation, buy it. It's that game is worth every penny because the experience of that is phenomenal. Because I've told a lot of people that I watch that people I watch who stream and stuff always and they play like certain horror games. I always tell them get Alien Isolation and play it, and I'll come and watch you. Play on Nightmare. I'll come and watch you, and it's such a great game because it's the tension of it is beautiful, and the visuals, the cost of the game itself covers the visuals. The Creative Assembly, who's owned by Sega, part of Sega's parent company. They are a strategy games company, so they make strategy games. They've never made a FPS title that's survival horror title. So this was their first ever attempt at it, and they've done a really good job of it. And for the cost, someone gifted me the game, but I always say that if you want to experience a good horror title from an Aliens game, Alien Isolation, bar none, you will enjoy it. The story's pretty good as well. The story's pretty good, and it's a recommendation from me. It's super scary from the point of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is beautiful. What makes it terrifying is the fact that obviously no weapons can harm the alien, which is fine. But what makes it interesting, right, is the alien is unpredictable. That's what makes the money of the game count, because every time you play the game, you won't know what to expect from the alien. The alien's behavior is always random. It's all based around what you do. So if you make some noise, it will come down and look for you. If you don't make any noise, it may not come down, but sometimes it does come down looking for you, but it's never the same. It's never the same. It's always different. And I think that's beautiful, because that means your next playthrough may not be the same as the last one. So that's something to think about there, and that's what makes the games like that more fun to play. Because if you can't predict it, then you're really focused in. You're really focused on trying to get the game, complete the game. Whereas if you know what's coming up, it loses that the first time. When you play it for the first time, you'll be surprised. But the more you play it, if you repeat the game again, you know what's coming up. You're like, oh yeah, here we go again. Here comes the alien. It's gonna come down here. Oh, the alien's gonna go down that corridor. Fine, I'll just follow from behind. And then it doesn't become much of a scary game. It becomes much of a chore. Whereas, yeah, Alien Isolation, the alien is unpredictable, and that's what makes it more terrifying, because you do not know what it's going to do, and you got to hide, mostly hide in lockers, hide under tables, hide anywhere, even hiding looks like inside a little cupboard. You can peek through the little cupboard. I think that's the beauty of that game. Games like that. This is why every time I've been looking for games, I want games which generate random stuff, so that way my next playthrough is never the same. So I do not know what to expect. And when you least expect it, that's what makes the game more exciting and terrifying. But mostly exciting, because you don't know what's going to happen. I like games like that. That's why I'm really picky about most games that look on the marketplace and whatnot, and most of my collections of games I've picked up or I've spoke to people about, I'm always like, that's a great game, but what's the catch? Is there anything random about it? Anything that's challenging about it? I don't know if you've heard of like I'm sure in fact I'm sure everyone's heard of Phasmophobia, right? Phasmophobia recently had an update. I streamed it yesterday. Oh no, yesterday. Sorry, I streamed it last Thursday, and with some friends. There's a new update for that. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's another fantastic game where it's unpredictable. I've played the update. I've not played the update. My sister wants to play with me. Yes, do it. Play it. Play it. Play. They've added 2 new ghosts and a new device, and the entire game's got an overhaul. So it's the EMF reader, the spirit box, thermometer. They've all been redesigned. Even the candle, everything's been redesigned. Even now, even the video camera is a little camcorder, 4K camcorder. It's insane. They've hats off to the developers to spend a bit of time making these things look a bit more believable rather than just a wishy-washy, as it was before, a Unity-based device. Sorry, itchy nose. Itchy nose. I think it's just the one guy working on it. I think they've expanded. From looking at I'm on their Discord group because I participated in their game cover competition. And it used to be one developer. Now it's got another developer. I'm not sure what that person works on, but it's 2 people now. But probably still the same guy though, no doubt. Yeah. And also there's another ghost hunting game called Ghost Corps, which is basically, it's like Phasmophobia, but you when you find the ghost, you got to hunt it, you got to get rid of it, you got to banish it, which again looks good, but I've not bought it yet. One, for the cost, it's $13, 13 or £14, or 13, might be $13 in the US, but the game's not finished yet, and there's I've looked at the comments and stuff. There's no lobby or anything like that, so the game is still in early access mode, and I'm going to wait until it either goes on sale or they make some drastic updates to it, which makes it worthy of a purchase. But right now, it's kind of early access games. Whilst that's a good thing, yeah, it's not good yet. I'm gonna wait. Same like Phasmophobia, I kind of waited for I kind of waited, and luckily, I said to a few people, I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale. Then someone bought me the damn game. Bless them. But I remember when I first played it back then, and it was unfinished. It was an unfinished game, and it felt a bit empty. And it's great, the concept's great, but nothing was going on. But the more updates they threw into it, the better it got. So I'm trying to be very cautious about waiting and make sure it gets to play at the right time where there's more stuff in there to do. Otherwise, it's it's not nice, not good. So this Squirtle is nearly blocked in. The shape is alright. The eyes I need to work on. Where's the line work for the eyes? Squirtle line, there we go. So I'm gonna mask out the eyes for a second. Oh, so 50%, there we go. Just get rid of eyes completely. So I'm just gonna make a new layer for the eyes and just try and be a bit more. Oh, Oh, let's try that again. This brush is a bit of a crazy one. Hey, I have to lurk here for a bit, or if you need some computer help. I'm still watching. Okay, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. Get on with the IT assistant. Kexi, if you don't know if you're still listening, I've now got like a Ryzen 9 now. I need to probably update my description on Twitch, I think, on my new rig. So I've got like 12 cores, 32 gigs of RAM. We're talking a beefy beast, perfect for VR as well. I've tested this on with Alex, Half-Life Alex on maximum settings, and it breezed through it. Also, what editing software do you use? I forgot. Editing software for what? For video? 3D? For video, I use Camtasia. Oh, for my art, this is Photoshop CS6. So, yeah. This is Photoshop CS6. I didn't bother getting CC. Even though I've got CC on my laptop, but that license belongs to the studio I work for, so I don't really want to use their stuff for arting, because I'm a bit fiddly about these kind of things. Using company property for my own deeds, if you know what I mean. But this is my copy of it, so I can. Yeah, it's not the latest, but it works. It does the job. It looks exactly the same as CC, but I think we discussed painting programs like CSP, Clip Studio Paint, and a few others which you can use. I think you can achieve the same kind of effects and quality. So it doesn't have to be Photoshop. The only reason I use Photoshop is because I'm familiar with it. But saying that, I mean, I'm sure you can find other. With time, you can probably master various software. You can master these programs with ease. I tend to get rather frustrated when I can't get things, like nothing works for me. I'm like, what's going on here? It's not working. Right, back to Photoshop. And that's happened a few times with Clip Studio. I tried to paint in it, and it wasn't doing what it's meant to be doing, and I get annoyed with it, and then I go back to Photoshop. But that's probably a bad thing. I should really spend more time with CSP, because CSP is damn good. It's a damn good bit of software. And they always update. They are always updating it, which is really nice. And they're not charging. You paying it for one time license, and they're constantly providing updates. They're constantly giving you cool things on new tools and stuff, which is impressive. So I shouldn't really be bad mouthing them. They are very, very good. It's just I've heard of Krita. Yeah, I've heard. I know someone that's actually a developer. Who's a developer at Krita, who's helped develop it. They are also a furry, which is a small world. When I went to the website and I saw that person's face, because there's a photo of the entire staff, and I recognised one of the people on there. I messaged him and saying, "Look, hang on, what are you doing on that photo?" But yeah, Krita is a decent program. I've used it once, and I used it on my old laptop. It's a bit of a wishy-washy experience. Again, if money is a problem, then Krita is a good choice. My opinion. I mean, I've used it once or twice, so I can't really say if it's good or bad. I've seen people that use it; they seem to be okay with it. So it depends on how serious you are. If you're serious about arting, I'd say get some good software. Don't settle for something that's free. I guess that would be my own honest opinion. If you want my honest opinion on paint programs. I mean, Krita does look good. Krita does offer similar things that Photoshop does and CSP does, but nothing beats Page Software. Page Software, you can tell that they've put the effort in there. You know, they've put like the energy to make things work. Saying that, Krita apparently, the people on the community on Krita are pretty good as well. That's what I heard. The community, that they listen, if there's any problems in it, they'll listen, they'll look into it. But the chances of getting that chain, you know, the updates and stuff, is you'll be waiting for a long time, I think, because with open source stuff, the changes don't happen too quickly. Because I think because of free software, it's free bit of software. Those changes only happen when they decide to make it happen, when they're not busy. So I'm rambling on about Krita now, like the downsides of open source. I mean, open source is great. Blender's a great example of open source stuff, but if you try Page Software, it's a very different experience. Yeah, I'd say try Clip Studio. You can download a demo of it, right? You can download a demo of Clip Studio. Give it a go. It's got a good rendering engine as well for painting. It's one of the things I wanted to learn more about, which I didn't. That's better. Maybe like that. That's what I was trying to go for. Oh. Sorry if I've been not much help on the Krita side. So, but yeah, honestly, my last time I used Krita was back in, when was it? 2000 and I think it might have been 2013, 2014. It might have been around 2014, 2015. So it's a very, very long time. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, give CSP a go. I've used CSP and I can recommend CSP as a good starting point. And then when Black Friday sale comes, the Black Friday sale, you can get CSP for like $20 or $15, which it's worth every penny. I think it's worth every dime. Shall I say a dime? Because the thing is, it's you're paying for it once. You own the software, and you'll get the updates with it. So it's very nice indeed. Another painting program which I've looked into, which I haven't downloaded, haven't tried yet, it's called PaintStorm. You should Google that as well, PaintStorm. I've not used it myself, but the only reason I've looked into it is because I've been told that's got a really nice rendering engine as well for painting. But again, it's keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the Black Friday sale, because that's when I bought CSP. I bought the EX pack, which was like I think it was about from £175 it went down to £75. So I bought it for £75, which I expensed it. So because I'm freelancing, I can pay off some certain things with tax, right? So it's a taxable thing. So all good. It's tax the bugger. Yeah. You got normally anything that's taxable, I'd tax it, because I don't want to be given, that's, otherwise it's just wasted money, isn't it? It goes away. So it's best to buy stuff with it. So I mean, normally I spend the tax stuff on coffee bags, bags of coffee, and replacement nibs for the stylus, replacement nibs, and and quick cleaning stuff, keyboard cleaning and screen cleaners and stuff like that. Since then, I've not really bought anything new. I think I should probably check my. I forgot how much else I can expense, but normally my expenses are normally on things like that. I've not bought any software in a while. I think Camtasia was the biggest purchase I did last time, but that was done through what do you call it? Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle gave away the video package, so from $300, I bought it for like $20. So that was a good deal as well at the time. Humble Bundle offers some really great stuff, and it's at a great price. So it's very good. It's very good. Highly recommend that. Yeah, always keep an eye on Humble Bundle. When you see offers on there, grab them. So tomorrow's session, because tomorrow's a Thursday, it's going to be a gaming session, so I need to think of what games to play. I may go back to playing some more Phasmo. Stream Phasmophobia. Or do Deep Rock Galactic. The Deep Rock Galactic can be a bit, random, especially randoms, can be a bit interesting. But Phasmophobia can also be good as well, because it's spooky. But if I do try Phasmophobia, what I may kind of attempt to do is try and play it in VR. But we'll see if I can do that. I should be able to do it. This machine should be able to handle the game and stream it. So I'll need to test the CPU, because right now I'm streaming from the GPU, which is from the graphics card. So I need to make sure that it can handle the game and everything else. Otherwise, things can go wrong. Things can go bad. Like my session when I tried to stream Resident Evil 2 remake on my last machine, and that was bad. That was very bad. So much frame loss. It was embarrassing. I was like, oh, can't seem to play this game. Well, we'll just sit here for like 15 minutes till the end of the session, and then the stream just thumb twiddling, a thumb twiddling session. Just me just standing and sitting there, talking about random stuff before ending the stream, which was never do that again. Oh, but yeah, this is why I'm always good to test whether something works or not, and I will test it. I'll test it this time. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do the water jets. Just remembered the water jets. So this is gonna be interesting. So I need to get some references on that. That was one thing I was meant to get, and I forgot about it, didn't I? Let's do it now. Water jets. Effect. Water jet. Water blast. Blast effect. Yeah, there's not quite a lot of Oh, that's good. Interesting. I think I found something similar. Let's copy this to my PureRef. Another app worth recommending is PureRef. I'll type in chat, PureRef. Very, very valuable app. I use it all the time. It's the best app in the world, and highly recommend it. And it as the name implies, it keeps your references nicely in line, nicely packed up into little packs. It's pretty damn good. Okay, let's make this into use the Wuther brush, because the Wuther brush gives me a bit more control. There we go. There we go. Let's get some grey in there. Going to be a bit of a cone shaped, oval cone shape maybe. You can make a new layer on top of that. So we're going to more white, I think. There we go. There's a bit grey on that. Oh, a bit too much grey, I think. There we go. Okay, no worries, Ruffle. Have a good one and enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your cooking. What's for dinner anyway? What's for dinner? I always like asking these things, you know, what's for dinner? Something tasty. I bet it's something tasty. I bet it's something delicious. I bet it's something nice. There's a bit more the variation of water specks in there, I think. Oh. I think the cone might need to be changed to more towards the viewer, I think. Let's just do that. Let's do this again. Right, let's try this again. Whoop. Just gonna lighten this all up a bit. mask on there. Yeah, I like to mess around with the cone here. Get the cone wart. Oh, Mr. Long. Mr. Long. Oh, how are you this evening? Or this afternoon, shall I say. Not in the evening. How are you this afternoon? Hmm? Oh. Feeling like a snow leopard. Oh, I see. Oh, well. What do snow leopards usually do when they feel like that? Lazy, just mellowed out. Bump up the blue there just a bit. There we go. Okay, let's try this cone again. I should probably wrap it around there maybe. Now let's just do it again. Let's just do that again. There we go. Oh. Rotate the canvas a bit. There we go. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, just zoned out on these little watery things. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, of course, that's what snow leopards do. Oh, I should have thought of that one. Should have thought about that one. Oh. Well, good to know that's how you're feeling today. Let's go lighten that up there. Maybe just slightly grayed. Oh. Should we flip this around? There we go. This brush is pretty nice for this kind of like flaky work. Try and skew it. I want to try and skew. Oh no, it's not skew. Why can't you skew it? Let's try warp it instead. It's better. Yeah, I'm trying to like make it more skewy. And the music stopped. Why has the music stopped? Why has the music stopped? Oh, I know why. There we go. Nope. Put it in loop. Yeah, it's a shame I can't play on. I can't play on this on the thingy bob. But I actually can play that in the background. You know, play it like this, right? But yeah, not on. Can't play copyright music. That's the problem. I can't play the music I want to listen to. I can't listen to anything. You know, I have to listen to same old coffee shop music. Very chill. It's very chill, very nice, but it's very samey. Need to probably try and come up with some my own music. I think. Yeah, your own little tunes. Kind of make my little waves there. Oh yeah, Callan. So for 7 days we've been playing. Me, TT, and Killer have been playing the vanilla 7 days, and we named the password. We labelled the password after you. How cool is that? You can probably guess what the password is. Yeah, you can probably guess. It's a password that we'll never forget. That's how cool it is. It's so cool. It's amazing. And no, it's not called 3090. It's not 3090. Yeah, yeah, you know what it is, you know what it. It was my idea. I said like, I think I know a password that we'll all remember. Something about flying. That's a hint there. Something about flying. It's about something flying. Yeah, yeah. You got it. You got it. Ah, it's so good. So good. Yes. Ah, sensational. So sensational. Sensational. I'm tempted to play. I'm tempted to play. What's it called? Deep Rock tomorrow. If you wanna join in on it. I know you'll be working, but you can put. I'm sure your work colleagues won't mind you. Committing some time for a little. What do you think? Would you be up for some DRG tomorrow, around this kind of time, for a couple of hours? A couple of hours. It can be like extended lunch break. Extended lunch break. Where's that layer gone? There we go. So I think we're coming. What time is it? 1:44. I think it's not bad timing actually. No, it's not bad time. I thought it was a bit over. Let me see how it looks without the layers. Not bad. Not bad. May look a bit strange at first, but I'm going to be refining that as we go down. So that's a no then. You don't want to join me. Oh, okay then. Alright then. Alright then. Oh. Dear. There's me thinking you'd be up for a cheeky game. Up for a cheeky little game. Just gonna darken this up. So you got Royal Hugh in the chat. Royal Hugh. They might not be tuned in. I think they might be just a silent lurker, joining us for a cheeky session, cheeky shesh, which is fine. Put my hair. I think this is ready to paint. I think I'm satisfied with this, with where this looks right now. Originally this was going to be knocked away at the back, so I might have to put it back there. Still recording good. For a moment I thought thought I'd paused the recording, so glad I haven't. I'm recording it as it goes along, so keep a copy of it for YouTube, which is very good. Very good. A bit of a bounce there off the ground. So yeah. Yeah. It's looking cheerful. Yeah, thought I'd ask. The other choice I could may play would be Phasmophobia, but I'm gonna try it in VR. I think I might try and introduce the VR elements in it, but we'll see how far I get, because I've not tested it in the streaming on VR yet. I want to try and do that. Get that rim in there. There we go. Let's do a spinning potato. I like doing it. I'm doing a spinning potato on for a while. There we go. Look at that. There you go. Look at him go. Wee, wee, woo. Spins. Blooming spins around. Okay. This looks good. Oh, shadows on the floor. Yes. Okay. So. And that goes back here. So this will be slightly blue, I think. Right, slightly, just but it won't be blue. We kind of really dulled out. There we go. That's a nice dull value. A really dull value. Could probably go down further from the tail end. There we go. So, yeah. Where's that water jet? Splash. Let's go with that. Actually, let's keep our whole layer. Yeah, let's keep these three things together. Yeah. So I'd like to maybe. If I cover it, if I do that, it's gonna cover its mouth up. I'd like to give it like a little distance of showing that arm, dynamic arm. So along those lines, dynamics, arm dynamics. I might even could do like a little blend here, like a little blur. Oh, not like that, but you know, like a soft round edge, which. Like that. Oh, maybe. No, that looks stupid. That looks stupid if it blends in like that, wouldn't it? Yeah. so fixated with that arm, but that's the way it goes. There we go. Get rid of the line work. Gonna get rid of some of these line edges around the tail and the belly. There's because all this stuff down there, so I can actually see the better glimpse of what's under there. I think that's on this layer. It's on layer, yeah. It's on the Squirtle line layer. I can probably just remove it with the mask rather than deleting it. There we go. So I'm going to slowly clear out some of these deformity lines. Probably get rid of that line there. Yeah. So I like to clean up things there and there just to make sure that's in the way I want it to. But obviously when I paint when I paint it properly, I think I should. Times at 1 hour 53. I can probably start on it. I can probably start painting it now. Actually, I think it looks ready to paint. I think it looks ready. Let me just fix that muzzle arch there, because that's been looking at that for a bit. And I'm like going 100%. Okay, good. Turn on the sensitivity layer, sensitivity brush. Okay. I might start adding some values around the head just to give it a bit more interest, like bounce light, especially with the bounce. Like adds a bit more interest rather than just same boring feel. Sometimes it's great to just add a bit more interest here and there rather than just unified value. Just bump up the bounce there. There we go. Like so. Just darken up underneath a bit more. There we go. I want to close those lips in when I do it. Treasure just finishes work. Oh, welcome in, Treasure. Welcome. 30 minutes to go, but welcome. 30 minutes? Yeah, 35 minutes. 35 minutes left of the session, so you can. You're fine. You are pardoned. You are pardoned. You are pardoned. So, I think this is ready to paint. I don't think there's anything else I see which I will need to be concerned about, other than the surface is fine. Foreground could probably make it lighter, so that way there's depth going on. Depth. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe the sky should be further lighter, so that way we could probably. I think having that. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. The lower part could be a bit more whiter. And balance out the. I want to try and balance out the underside so it's more darker. If the underside's darker, right? I could probably. One nose there. Proper nose. I could probably push this, like make it more work with the lighter background. You see. That's the plan. There we go. Set that bit there. So then we can probably use the bounce light again here. Yeah, it's going to get more work to be done on these parts here, just to get that bounce, little bouncing light going on through the little cracks here. Yeah. Then under the belly, I think there's a shell. That's a shell. Oh, what's going on there? Where's that? Oh, that's come from that. Okay. Oof. For a moment, I thought I had painted the wrong layer, and that would have been very bad. So I'm trying to darken out a bit, but then this light should bounce back up again just a little bit. There we go, like so. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Stretching. It's always good to stretch. So if you don't stretch, right, you know, your muscles will go funny. This is why I think when Galen got me pistol whip, I've been pistol whipping around like that, you know, stretching, you know, whacking things around, you know, it's been helping. Mr. Lung. Pistol whip, wobbling, you know, ducking and diving, you know, wobbling around, going completely crazy, you know, pistol whipping. I see, I see DT is playing 7 days, so I may have to join him on the share screen once I'm done, and yeah, we shall see. Anyway, back to this piece. I'm not paying attention to what I'm meant to be doing, which is getting started on this. So let's get started on this. Just add in the little bits of detail here, just to not heavy detail, but just enough to get me going, so I know what's going to be on there. Little mark making. So nostril. Gonna get white on that. was white. Yeah. And that would probably have 2 streaks of white, maybe. Like that. This side you can probably get away with slightly rim light of like that. Maybe traces of warmth as well from the surface. Like that. See? Trying to get the bounce lighting, yeah, the bounce. And alright, Mr. Light, bounce light. Bounce light master. You're the bounce light master, aren't you? With your with your 1390 handlings there. How's that card anyway? Is that any have you tested that on anything which is which can utilize the 1390, or you've it's just sitting there idle? I want to know if you've used it for anything good. Some hardcore graphics intensive. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That card is about graphically intensive usage. What? A 3080? What? What happened to the 3090? What happened to that 3090 you were on about? What happened to that one? You lie. I thought all along you had a 3090. 3080 Ti. Well, I guess that's better. I guess that's a leap ahead, isn't it, than the 2060 you got? So, no stock. Oh well. Well, anything's better. Anything's better than the 2060, I guess, isn't it? So, no, it's still good, but see now I'm thinking about. I must not have looked at it properly. I must have just skimmed at it. Well, I saw the box and I was like, okay. Let me check the picture that it sent before. Let me check the picture. It doesn't say anything on there. It doesn't say anything on there about it being a 3080. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm checking the photo again. I copied it. It says OC. What are you playing at? You joshing with me? You joshing with me? You tricked me. You're tricking me. So like. There you go. See? Okay, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I expect to see a number on it. I expect to see like 1380 Ti. You know, just the same as my EVGA box over there. It says 2060 on that one. Are they that conscious that they don't write stuff on there anymore? they don't write numbers on it anymore. It's that powerful. It doesn't need numbers. It just we know what it is now. We know what it is. It's that awesome. Right. I think this is ready to move on to rendering. I think 3080 10 gig, 10 gigabyte, 3080 Ti 12 gigabyte. Oh yeah, well 3090 is insane. Then that's like double the RAM. Once you get to 3090, that's it. You don't need to worry about streaming on GPU. It will handle it, but with not a problem. Now I want a 3090 now. Now that I can see how much RAM it's got, I want 3090. Then I can boast about it being a beast GPU. Oh my god. Where's the eye? There's the eye. There we go. Okay, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. Let's go line. There we go. I'm just gonna hide some of this line work here. There we go. There we go. Just gonna there we go. And then we're gonna add some I'm gonna fix this eye when I start rendering it out. Yeah, still, well, all this time I thought he was going for 3090. So in my mind, I must have skipped that moment when you said this was all this time you was thinking for a 3080 Ti. I thought it was a 3090. He kept saying 3090, 3090. Maybe I must have been dreaming about 3090 at the same time, or. Well, I mean, right now, I mean, it's better than 2060, right? Think of it this way: the 3080 is better than the 2060 that you had before. So, and right now, it's pretty much good enough, right? I mean, you can work with it, right? You can work with it. What's the difference? What's the performance difference? Is probably not that lot, surely. I mean, well, aside from the RAM is double the RAM. So, but yeah, that's a lot of RAM. Let's just say, what 3080 throttles on a Euro truck. Okay, that is. Oh man, that's not good. What? Yeah, why is it throttling on there? That's a bit of a weird thing. I would have thought 3080 would handle it, unless it's. I'm just wondering what it could be that causes the throttling then. Just looking at the square alt ref. Oh, where's the square ref? There we go. Yeah, Scott's like browse. Doesn't really have any browse. That's the thing. So I might have to just like do some form of weird. Do you know what I mean? It's like weird brow. Like so. Again, this could change again. This could very well much change if I set it. Yep, can't utilize the card, so it's just the GPU speed that's throttled at 20. That's not good. Sure, but is that a game flaw then? That's not the card flaw. It sounds like a game flaw if the GPU's been throttled by 20%. They need to. Yeah. Bizarre. Yeah, I'd be a bit disappointed if. If the game was being throttled. It's folding. It's gonna be a fold. So, yeah, it's better. weight in there. There we go. Yeah, I might have to tinker with the eyes. Yep. Basically, the game does not ask enough visualization from the card, so the card just runs very low visualization, and it reports throttled. I need to run about 5 instances of the. Wow. Yeah, that's just. Yeah, but that still sounds like a software thing, right? That still sounds like the game needs to allow you know, the game needs to know that you've got a good card, so utilize it, not throttle it down, you know. So it needs to ask for it. So I think they need to. I'm sure they're aware of it. I'm sure they're aware of it. And most people now have like 3080 and 3090 cards out there. So surely they should make an update which would unlock that. You know, unlock that potential. It's still kind of new, isn't it? That these sort of speedy cards, right? So I don't know, even though they've been out for a while, still, you know, I guess they need to make the additional updates to ensure that these things work. Oh. So I'm trying to make this, give them a proper brow outline like that. There we go, that's better. So it curls up and goes back behind the eye. It's the way to do it. And then this will probably come down. Yeah, and the eye might have to be cut here. Was the eye? Is this the eye? Yeah, that's the eye. There we go. It's better. I might change it. I might make it more fierce looking, but we'll see. That's better. There we go. There we go. Whew. I'm high as a kite right now. All the coffee I've drank, I'm like high as a kite. So, time's it now? Got about 15 or so minutes left on the session as well. I guess I might start moving this over to a larger canvas and get it start for painting. I mean, even though I'm like messing around with this, I should really start pushing it across. So this is good. I'm satisfied with this. Just gonna quickly pause the recording. It's been on for 2 hours. I think I guess I can cut away all the pauses I do in this blooming piece. So much pauses, so much pausing. Just gonna send that over to. Send it to Meerkat because I like Meerkat looks like looking at this. Okay, let's make a new file. Where's my? Where is? Oh, there we go. Oh, for a moment I thought, what is going on there? Okay. New file. International paper. Museum. There we go. File. international paper. Large canvas, there we go. Increase it by 110%. So I like to make these pictures slightly bigger than they initially are because it's good. It's good. It's good for these things. I'm going to copy this across. There we go. So I'm gonna have two versions of this. One copy, like so. Actually, merge that group. So copy that and paste it here in my refs. There we go. I'll just get it down to half the size, and then we take the bigger piece and we blow this bad boy up. I think it happens when you miss. Come on. Cool. Sweet as a nut. There we go. Right, so I'm going to pause the recording here. Just going to save this out to my drive. Save as Squirtle. Squirtle. One full. Do a full shot. And let me see. Squirrel. First, make sure I spell it correctly. Saved. Right. There you go. It's saved. Cool. So I don't need this shot anymore. I can close this now. Saved. Closed. So this is what we have to work with now. And first things first, let's hide the splashy splash thing, which is that. How long have I got left? Probably don't have a lot of time left. Oh, 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. This is funny. 5 minutes. What can I get done in 5 minutes? Naffle. Water jets. Oh, a water jet. There we go. What's this layer? Oh, what is that? Well, whatever it is deleted. Delete that. Just a little. Oh, I see. Eyes, okay. Eyes. Eyes base. Oh. Eyes base. Okay. Let's start painting. Just above the eyes, water jets. So this is Squirtle here. From here to the base. Yeah, that's a Squirtle base. Squirtle base. That's it, right. So this, on top of this layer is the render layer. Let's start. I'll do another 15 or so minutes. I'll time in another 15 or so minutes of painting time. And we're gonna slowly hide away the line layer as well. Set of maybe 60%. 60% seems good. Call it render. Call it render. So you can see most of the work's already pretty much done. So I just need to really start just bringing these values together. Right, just bring it all together. And the mouth as well. I've said before, it's there you go, trying to bring that in. Kind of a effect there. Trying to bring that in a bit so it looks a bit, yeah, there we go, that's better. There you go, looks much more adorable. Ooh. Really will need to change my music at some point. This music was always the dreary one. Dreary sad. So my mission is to find more chill music. That's copyright free. That's copyright free, so to speak. Do a baldy spot. Oh, that baldy. He knows what he's talking about. Add a bit of red to that, just a little bit of red. There we go. A bit more white on that side, and then there we go. Yeah. Oh. How long have I left? Yeah, a few minutes to go. A few minutes to go. Looks a bit more happy. Less of a... Could probably make him frown. We'll see. I won't do that yet. I won't do the frowny expression. I might make him like this cheerful. We'll see. Yeah, Twitch has been quiet now. I think everyone's moseyed off. I think what I've noticed is streaming late has its downsides because obviously by now everyone's gone to bed. It's like it's midnight 29 here. So I guess I should probably try and aim to stream a bit earlier, but it's difficult. It's very difficult to stream earlier here. I don't know. I want to have my nosh, my food. Yeah, me having my food. You know, gotta keep that. You know, gotta prioritize that. You know, eating and then food coma. Food coma is also important. You know, if you're having a bit of grub, it's important. These things. Right. Just gonna knock some shadows in that area there, just to really push the shadows in. There we go. Oh, stretch again. Stretch. Gotta. If you stretch yourself, it's good. It's good for you. Little stretch. Little stretch doesn't go too far. Oh. I see. Kiri has snuck in on Picato. Hello, Kiri. If you're listening in. Yeah, fortunately you've arrived as I'm about to end my session soon. Yeah, that's the problem with because I always like to get my sessions going longer, but yeah, it's always hit by the fact that come to the end of it. What's happening there? Oh, why is it on the layer effects? What's going on here? There we go. Moved up to the next layer, mysteriously, which I did not ask for. Yeah. So this side is a bit lighter. Say the same value here as here. See it, same value. So yeah, it's good. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. There you go. Oh. Trying to keep it impressionistic, but it's not working. Trying to keep it impressionistic. Which is my get some shadows in there. Maybe some just a little bit of yellow, maybe. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Kind of pushing forward, you know. Push it forward. Yeah. So how long have we got stream for? What, 2 hours 35? I'm gonna push on to 2 hours 45, which is in about 10 minutes time, and I'll call it time for that. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to sadly have to vamoose from the stream. I might skip gaming and just work on this tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. You know, gaming is one thing, right? I like doing game streaming, but arting is where it's at, really, isn't it? Arting is where my forte is. You know, sure, I play horror games, scary horror games, and it's pretty spooky, but doing the art itself, that's where joy is. Joy of painting, as they say, the joy of painting, which. As a Bob Ross would. Bob Ross is a glorious show, it's called, obviously. I've watched the documentary that came out recently by Netflix. Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal and Greed, which is an eye-opener. Worth checking out if you want to see it. If you have Netflix, do check it out. It's an interesting documentary of the life of Bob Ross and his business dealings. It's caused an uproar so far now. I think I had a chat with Mr. Lung about it yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Might have been yesterday. Chair here on the table there. There you go. Yeah. She eye. Might tinker with the feet some more, but I'll leave it as it is. And gonna make a new render for the shell, so that way it's kept separate. Keep it under the main one. There we go. So not much to do on here other than just refining, really. See, refining. So so. So what I may do is just refine that. I might just repaint a line over it just to get it right on the spot, rather than there we go. Just add a bit of shadow there. Edges in. Oh, a bit darker. There we go. Bit of warm there, just a little value, just intensity, just to apply that as a. You know, not just a gloom there, just a very what's the right word? Unified shading. You know, there's got to be some blues in there as well, right? So we're gonna add a bit of cooler colours in there as well, just to bounce off that. There you go, like that. There we go. See. Sweet. Guess we can. I mean, we could really burn this out, but we're not. We're not gonna. Don't add too much of it. These edges, like, they're so dark. I want to try and lighten them up a bit. Maybe just add a bit more. Intense brown, not intense. This intense warm, like that. There we go. Intensity. Yeah. So. Yeah, you get used to this track the more you listen to it. What time is it? Oh, we got about 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh man, time has just gone. Time has gone. Well, I can probably start with a closing statement. Closing credits, as always. It's been a great session. Obviously, you know, again, I think I could have finished this piece if I talked less. But then, where's the fun in that? You know, that's the whole point of these streams, right? Talking is what this is about, right? This is what it's about, talking. So I've got no regrets on that. Always find it a pleasure to hang out on here. Anyone that comes by the stream, happy to talk. If you were here to listen, it's great. You don't have to talk, you can just listen in. That's what it should be about. That's what it should be about. And I'm happy with that. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I think I'm very satisfied with this evening's session in terms of what we've done, what we've made. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice indeed. Cool. Let me just close that there. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll wrap it up here for now. It's been a lovely session, as always, I said before. I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what I'll be doing in terms of if I'll be continuing this piece or playing some gaming. So I'll decide on the day how I'm feeling. If I'm just going to continue on with this, I'll continue on with this. If not, yeah, I'll just jump onto something else, onto painting this. So if not this, then I'll do the good old Squirtle. There you go, Squirtle 01. I call it Squirtle 01. I think I might have saved the video of this paint. Oh, Squirtle, there it is. Squirtle 01, Squirtle 02. There we go. Done with 2 T's. Silly me. Anyway, save it there. So yeah, I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow on this particular piece. If I have time, I'll jump on to doing this. If not, it'll be gaming. I'm not sure what gaming's, as I said. It could be Phasmophobia, could be Deep Rock Galactic. It could even be Resident Evil 2 remake, and that would be something interesting to try out. Because I've never played that, and playing that on the maximum mode would be interesting to play as well. But obviously, we'll probably have a lot of backseat gamers trying to tell me how to play it. So we'll have to explicitly tell people to not butt in, but it should be fine. And I'll probably what I'll do is I'll probably have the chat. I might not even be reading the chat. That's how I'll be playing it. So that's gonna be one of those tricky ones. But I'll see how I'm feeling, because the last thing you want is someone on chat telling you, giving away secrets and stuff, right? Another option would be maybe to play that offline, self-record it and upload it as a YouTube video. That's the other way. So at least that way, people can watch me play it, but I will not, I don't have to look at comments or anything. So there is that side. But yeah, I'll have a ponder about that. Move audio down a bit. So yeah, I'm going to end my session here. Thanks for joining me, guys. It's been great as always. Until next time, keep watching the skies, keep watching the skies, and I will see you peeps tomorrow for whether it be gaming or arching. We'll see. So until next time, see you later. Whoop. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Boop.